I'm Jen Amptman, and this is our fourth year at Don Earl Early Childhood. My son Henry was referred by Missouri First Steps and came in diagnosed with an unspecified developmental delay. He was behind on his milestones, behind his peers, and not really speaking at 3.5 years old. He benefited tremendously from Don Earl. Although he didn't qualify for their one-on-one services, just the structure of the classroom, the teachers, the curriculum, the group therapies, physical therapy, speech therapy, he just grew leaps and bounds. By the time he got into kindergarten last year, he had caught up with all of his peers. He was dismissed from special ed, and this year his teacher wants him to be tested for the gifted program, and he's top in his class. I had such a great experience that when my second child started showing signs of some speech difficulties, I immediately wanted to get him into the program as well, which I did. He is wrapping up his last year. He is showing just tremendous improvements as well. I can't put into words how amazing this program is. It's very hard as a parent sometimes to send your child to school and hope that they're getting their needs met and they're getting taken care of. And at Don Earl, I always knew that was happening. I was very comfortable with the staff there, lots of great communication. Their staff just puts in 110%. They love what they do. And I'm very blessed that we had the opportunity to send our children here. So thank you.
Bahr, who would like to say a few words?
Hi everyone, my name's Heather Bahr and my son Blake is 4 years old. Just to give you a little bit of background on Blake, he was a kidney transplant recipient, so he spent 135 days at Cardinal Glennon and was very, very sick from the time he was a baby. And so after his transplant, things really started to change for him. And when he was close to turning 3, we met with the folks here at Don Earl, and we just instantly knew that Blake was going to be in amazing hands, and felt as a parent just a sense of relief knowing that he was going to go to such a great school. And so when Blake first started coming, he because of his kidney transplant, he's on drugs that suppress his immune system, so he's very susceptible to catching anything. And so of course his birthday's in cold and flu season, so we were lucky enough to have the school come in and work with him at home, homebound that first year. So they came in for 30 minutes a week and work with him at home. And then in the spring, he was able to start in the regular classroom, and he just did so great. And he loved, coming to school every day. He at first was in a really high needs classroom with Miss Dawn, who's here tonight, and he just did wonderful. And he really kind of exceeded all of our expectations and all of his doctor's expectations. And one of the requirements, too, for his kidney transplant, he has to drink 2.5 liters of fluid every day. So that's a lot for a little kiddo. He's actually one of the only kids across the country that have had a kidney transplant and don't have a kidney, that don't have a feeding tube. So that's one of those things that he has to keep up with while he's here at school, and a special need that the school has been able to keep up with for him. And so his second year, he was able to go into a classroom with IEP children and typically developing kiddos. And again, he just continued to excel and do great. And this year, he's back for his third and final year before starting kindergarten, and he just loves the school. And we honestly cannot say enough good things about, Dr. Townsley and all of his teachers and therapists. He does PT and OT here at the school, and actually his physical therapist, Miss Kristen, worked with Blake in our home prior to working with the school district. She took a job here last year. So she saw Blake, when he was very, very sick. He was in a walker and, had leg braces, and now she sees him running around, at the school and is his physical therapist here. So she's really seen him come full circle, and it's incredible. So in addition to the services here, we also do parents as teachers, and that's been another great experience for our family. And we just love it here, and we really appreciate everything so much. So thanks for letting us share.
And last, I thought I'd let you listen to one of our former students, Rebecca Rushman.
Good evening. I'm Rebecca Rushman. I'm a current senior at Fox High School and one of 20 seniors across the district in the College Accelerated program. I was also officially diagnosed with high-functioning autism at age 2. When I entered preschool, I was enrolled in Don Earl Early Childhood Center, and I was mainstreamed into George Guffey Elementary by age 5. I continued to receive behavioral and occupational therapy through the Regional Center of St. Louis. I had an IEP through 5th grade that was then switched to a 504 plan. In 8th grade, I stopped taking my risperidone prescription, which helped me handle my irritability. In my freshman year of high school, I chose to terminate my 504 plan. While I still struggle with social cues and sensory overload, the intervention from Don Earl, Regional Center, and my family has almost completely mainstreamed me. Now I am thriving in an environment that I would have struggled in without the help I got. I will be graduating from Jefferson College with my associate's degree this school year on May 16th, and the day after that I will be graduating from Fox with summa cum laude and superstar status. I've also received early acceptance to all 3 of the universities I've applied to. I know that my success was made possible in part by the care I received from my family, Regional Center, and Don Earl. Now that I'm old enough to realize how I have benefited from my time at Don Earl, I am thankful that I had the opportunity to go there. I recognize that I'm a product of their success, and I would like to thank all of the staff who worked there for getting me where I am today. Thank you for your time.
That is just a few stories of why I love what I do, and I just want to thank these parents and Rebecca for sharing their story. Thank you for your time.